Hi guys, welcome to another video. I feel kind of weird vlogging at an end of a week. It's exactly 1 week from today for my race. By the time you guys are watching this, I will have already finished my half marathon. I'm in a taper week. I only have to do 7 miles today. Can you believe it? I'm sitting here saying, oh, it's only 7. What makes me so nervous about it? Currently, my legs are having a bit of a hard time waking up. Hopefully, by mile 4, they'll be better, which is hilarious because by then I'll be through with my first set of uphills. Three miles in and my legs are starting to warm up finally. I'm feeling a little drained. It's only mile 3. Gotta dig deep and keep going. I did it. 7 miles. Yay. That felt a bit slow, but it is what it is. I was definitely dragging. I think honestly some of it has to do with the fact that the last 2 weeks I've been relying pretty heavily on the treadmill. To be honest, I just have not been wanting to get up early. I have been so tired. Like I set my alarm to get up super early to go run. My alarm goes off. I'm just like, screw it. And I go back to sleep. And then I just run on the treadmill later in the day with a nice air conditioned gym. I need to stop being a baby and get up early and do my runs. I mean, I did today. So my race next week, oh my gosh, I have to get up. I think at like 2:30 in the morning. I'm gonna go to bed at like 7:30. And as long as I'm up super early the day before, I'll definitely be ready for bed that early. I'm gonna take you guys along with me this week and show you guys how I prep a week before a big race. I am a bit nervous because honestly, I haven't ran an actual race with other people type race since the 4th of July last year. my mini taco salad. This is my lunch. Well, I took a shower and ate, and now I'm relaxing in my hammock. I am reading a fantasy book, and this one is really good so far. Tacos for dinner, and it's such a beautiful day. We're eating outside. Carb low wheat, few carrots, some rice. I am incorporating a little bit more carbs this week than I normally do. Welcome to Monday. Now, I feel like I spend quite a bit of time in these videos talking to you guys in my truck, but let's be realistic here. I am a stay-at-home mom with 3 very beautiful, very amorous, very hyper loud children. And so sometimes when I want to talk to you guys, it's just easier for me to be out in the truck after running an errand or something. So in the past month, you know what, I'm going to be full disclosure here. In the last month, I did not do a good job on my diet at all. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I was stress eating. I'm not going to blame it on anything other than the fact that I just didn't have enough self-control to do better. Yes, there is such thing as carb loading on keto. Okay, I gotta turn my truck on because it is hot. So hopefully the fan doesn't bug you guys too much noise-wise. It's like almost 90 degrees outside right now. But anyways, I've been drinking too much soda. Yes, they've been diets, but I've still been drinking way too many of them, not enough water. I've noticed it affecting my running. I've had to have gained like, oh my gosh, 8 pounds. Like, I feel like I have. It's like the fastest transformation is between my neck and my face. It takes me a while to notice anything different anywhere else, but in my face, oh my gosh. So I have been better this week. You know, I'm not going extreme keto right now to get my weight back down because I am getting ready to do my half marathon and I don't want to be going into extremes. I need my energies. So basically what I'm looking at doing is making my overall carb amount of eating at 50 instead of 20. I'm not saying that when I went crazy with my food, it was because I was going to McDonald's and Burger King. No, they were still healthy foods, things that nutritionists would love. It wasn't keto. So I was eating more rice. I was eating more pasta. One week where we had a barbecue and I had some tater tots and it wasn't even a lot. Right. Oh man, I just had a sneeze attack. Excuse me. I'm saying this because I wanted everybody to have this in perspective because I wasn't eating necessarily bad. The whole month I did good on candy and stuff. You know, I love those gummies wrapped up in Nerds. I didn't have a single one of them all month. I was really good about that. Foods that I was eating, and I think some of it was laziness. I just didn't want to modify the foods I was making for the family, for myself too. I just ate what I made for them for dinner. You know, my lunches have still been good. They've still been a good keto. Metabolisms are finicky things. And as you get older and have children, your metabolism changes. So anyways, my plan for the week leading up into race day is I've got a list of chores so that I can have everything done and taken care of so that when the weekend comes after I'm done with my race, I can just relax. I am a bit concerned because my middle child woke up this morning and started vomiting all over the place. Please do not let a tummy bug hit us. No, I really don't want to get sick. My run, I have to do a 3-mile run and I have to do 5 times 30-second hard effort. So my plan is to do a mile warm up, then do my 5 times 30 hard effort, and then wherever I'm at in miles after that's done, we'll just finish that off as like a cool down. I just was relaxing. I had hamburgers for dinner. I ended up watching Cool Runnings while I ate dinner. I absolutely love that movie. It's just all about believing in yourself. Really made me feel better about my race.
Again, I see pride. Can't hear you. I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off of loved ones.
I know. You know, movies and music, they're great inspirations if we just choose to listen. Just food for thought. Also, I wanted to add that my son is so much better. He's not throwing up or anything. He's feeling like his old self, just completely 100%. I'm starting to think that he's having some heat troubles. Anyways, I finished all my chores, all of the chores I wanted to get done for today on my to-do list. I'm just gonna kick back and read my book for a while. Happy Tuesday. We're out here getting ready to run a bunch of errands. I need to pick up all of my treats for my race and other regular food shopping for the family. I do have a 3-mile run today. I was planning on getting up early this morning and doing my run, but the only way I was gonna be able to do that is if I got up at like 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah, I think by 4 o'clock this morning, it was already in the high 60s, and I just did not feel like getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going to run in the evening at the gym, but let's go shopping. My headphones were dead again, and so I thought I had them charged, but apparently not. I think they're going dead again. I only had them for a year and a half, I think, but they were refurbished. I didn't get them brand new, so yeah, I don't know. I've been using the crap out of them, so it's gonna be time to replace them because one of them is barely working. But anyways, I'm just down to the last 50 seconds of my cool down walk. Those hard effort 30-second runs were brutal. I'm glad I only had to do 5 of them, but even then 5 was hard. And the 2 days I took off, although it was refreshing, it took a bit for my legs to get back into the groove. I'm gonna go home and I am going to drink some water and relax for a little bit and go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Getting ready to make some breakfast. It's gonna be some sausage, egg style things. Unfortunately, I'm out of my hero bread, so I'm not gonna have any bread on mine, but yeah. Good morning, happy Thursday. I'm just out here super early, trying to beat the heat. I'm gonna do 3 miles today. We'll see how I'm feeling. I might make it a 5K, but we'll see. I forgot to charge my headphones, and I stupidly didn't think to charge them. So I'm out here running without my headphones. Nothing to distract myself from the tired. If I'm already feeling tired, I'm only a mile in. 2 out of 3 of my speed drills done. Only 1 more. Now just working on my cool down. I had myself convinced that once I reached the 3 mile mark, that I was just gonna stop and walk. I wasn't gonna do a 5K. I already gave myself my motivational speech in my head. You're tired, it's hot out here. You don't have music to distract you. You're gonna run that 3 miles, which is what your plan tells you to do. You did your 3 times 30 speed runs. You didn't fail, but literally my 3 miles ended right at the top of my big hill. So the last 0.1 of a mile was literally a downhill breeze. So I was like, might as well finish it. So I didn't film much of anything yesterday on Wednesday. Pretty much it was just a boring day. All my foods were the same, and I did a core workout, which felt kind of nice. Those are the only things I did yesterday besides my usual housework. I'm glad I got up so early because 55 degrees feels blazing hot with this sun on me. Had to swing by Walmart again real quick because I realized that I need some more everyday deodorant, but I'm also completely out of my running deodorant, which is definitely a no-no. I do not want to get to my race and have zero deodorant on. Could you imagine 13 miles with no deodorant? I'd be like killing myself. Yeah, I'm gonna get some deodorant. I also have to pick up some cash because they do have parking over at the event, but because it is a fundraiser, they charge you like $5 for it. Yeah, I'm starting to get nervous about Saturday, but like a giddy, excited, like I'm gonna be running my first half marathon. I'm trying to be like, who saw it? I just got out of the store. I got my favorite deodorant. I love Native. When I'm running, it sticks, it lasts. I sweat like nobody's business. And so this stuff is incredible for that. And then I picked myself up a zero sugar Coca-Cola. All right, I got the last loads of my laundry done. I'm going to help my daughter. We are dyeing a wig today. She's doing a character from Fortnite. And so it's like all this purple and pink and blue and feathers. And then we also got some white feathers that we also need to dye. I made a beef stew. Dinner would be super easy today. It's been slow cooking. The house smells amazing. And then that way I didn't have to worry about it and I could just work on getting my chores done. I call this my pre-race to-do list. Also, I spent a good hour just planning out my playlist. I am gonna be running in the mountains, and so I would say probably about close to 90% of the race is going to be in no cell service zones. Definitely need my music. There's no way I could run 13 miles without music. Got that all organized. I created a playlist. So shout out to my bestie who reminded me that I'm gonna be running this race without cell service, because I would have been completely unprepared if she wouldn't have reminded me of that. So shout out to her. And the last thing that I have on my agenda for today is to sit down and do a bunch of editing. I want to get this video posted and everything by Friday night before I go to bed. Okay, so this is beef stew. This is, full disclosure, not a keto meal. It has some potatoes in it. I only did a couple, made sure to pick out most of the potatoes. Like I said, I'm wanting to up my carbs a little bit. Now that it's Thursday, I'm doing a little bit more carb loading for my race. Working on dyeing my daughter's wig for her cosplay, and I feel like we're cooking something nefarious. Where's our eye of newt? We need a dragon tongue and an eye of newt. Toad balls.
No. We need the blood of a vampire. No, a newborn vampire. There we go. That's more accurate.
The blood of a purple vampire?
Well, this is probably more like the blood of an orc.
Oh, there we go. That's where we got the purple.
Or a demon, because some of the animes, they bleed purple.
For all you anime fans out there.
Which anime verse do you think we're in?
Yes, let us know down in the comments what you think of when you see this color. Now we are feather dyeing. Bottom half is supposed to be purple and top half is supposed to be blue. A lot of time over the stove. Happy Friday. One day till race day. I am wearing a new scent for my Native deodorant and it smells so good. Every time I lift my armpit, I'm like, what's that smell? Get used to it before my race tomorrow. Anyways, I'm out here and I got Taya with me and we're doing a 1 mile shakeout run. Got everything else done. The rest of the day, my plan is to prioritize resting, hydration, electrolytes, and nutrition. I don't want to go so crazy that I wake up tomorrow with a stomach ache, but I want to make sure my body has plenty of energy as well. It's only a mile, and I'm excited about it. I'm trying to remember the last time I ran only a mile, like sometime beginning of my running last year. So it's been a year since I have just done a mile, and that's it. Okay, now that my mile is done and I'm not huffing and puffing, I can chat for just a few minutes. I am going to do a bunch of stretches. Nothing like strenuous. Feeling a little tight today. I was noticing that when I was getting started. I'm mostly feeling the tightness in my hips. I got the rest of my packet. I won't be picking up my bib number until I get to the race. My number is 101. So I'm gonna be picking up a goodie bag. I wanted to talk about the track a little bit. I know I've mentioned before, but in case you're new, the half marathon race I'm doing tomorrow is gonna be like 95% downhill. And I kind of wanted to put it in a little bit of perspective for you guys by what I mean by downhill. As we know, the half marathon is 13.1 miles. 10 of those 13 miles are gonna be downhill. By the time I reach mile 10, I will have dropped 3,000 feet. That's kind of a perspective there for you. I think at the start line, it's gonna have an elevation of 8,725. And by the time I reach mile 10, I'll be down to 5,000 and something. It's definitely gonna be an interesting ride. So the packet was saying how it's a great race they guarantee that you're gonna get a PB, which I'm not really caring about that because no matter what I run, it's gonna be a half marathon PB because I haven't run a half marathon yet. It's definitely gonna do different things, different muscles, but I'm not too concerned because as much as I've been training uphill, I've also been training downhill towards midpoint, I think, of my usual long runs. There's like downhill, probably not the same kind of grade, but it's about 2.5, 3 miles of just straight downhill. And it always feels good every time I get there, no matter how tired I feel. When I'm running that, it just practically feels like I'm floating. I am getting so nervous, you guys. I had some coffee this morning to help me wake up, and that's not mixing well with my nerves. Ugh, like I'm excited, I am, but there's also the part of me that just wants to get it over with, you know? I'm nervous because I haven't done an actual race with people in a while, so that's only like one part. The second part is the fact that it is a new distance. I've only ran 11 miles. That type of nervousness, okay, I'm used to. I get nervous every Saturday when I'm running a new distance. Seems to be my thing. I'm so nervous. I have to run 6 miles today. I'm so nervous. I have to run 8 miles today. The people who are going to be running this half marathon are going to be a little, at least in my opinion, okay, I have never done one, so please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but I feel like these half marathoners are going to be a little bit more serious than the 5Kers. A lot of the times people like to walk their 5K. You know, they'll bring their kids and their strollers. They just walk it with their friends and just chit chat. But I feel like the half marathon is going to be different. I feel like there's going to be a lot more serious runners. You know, people who definitely aren't going to be just walking the entire thing. I mean, I don't care about taking first place. I know I'm not going to. I don't want to come in last place, especially seeing as how the event has it marked at the 2.5 mark. And then I just have this like weird, crazy fear thing that I'm going to be the last one to cross the finish line, and I'm going to hold up the entire event as everybody's waiting on my slow buns to cross the finish line. Pressuring myself a little bit, run faster, but at the same time, I don't want to push myself beyond my training and hurt myself or not be able to finish. I'll see you guys when I do lunch, which I have no clue what that's going to be yet. Did you have fun, Taya? Did you like your just mile run there? Yeah? Did your little mile run?
I'd gotten some new socks from Me Undies and I wore them on my run today because I wanted to try them out because I want to wear the green pair for the race tomorrow. They're a little bit different than the other ones that I've gotten from them, but they're so comfy and they're gonna feel great for my run tomorrow. So I found some of my hero bread in the very back of the fridge. So it had 2 pieces. So I just made an egg sandwich with that one. And then I just took 2 sausage patties and slapped an egg in the center for my other one. All right, getting things planned out for my race tomorrow. Yay! You guys already know about my Udobest. These are the Me Undies. These are like the ones that I showed earlier that were blue, only these are green. I tried out the blue pair and they're so comfy. I mean, I have tested out so many times. I've worn the Me Undies and then I've worn other socks, and these I feel like, I don't know what it is about them, but I just feel extra bouncy and extra supported, and it's so comfortable on my feet. I have got my bra here for all of the ladies out there. I got this one on Amazon. Let's see if I can see what the brand is. I love the crisscrossing here and very strong. This came in like a 3-pack, and I've worn the other 2 bras. I haven't worn this one specifically, but I've worn the other 2, and so far they have become my all-time favorite. It doesn't say on here. I'll put the name in the corner for you guys on the stuff that I can't see the name for because I just bought them on Amazon. This is the hat I'm gonna wear. I decided I wanted to wear a half visor because I'm going to put my hair in 2 French braids. Next is my shirt.
This thing is so soft and buttery. And again, this came in like a 4 or 5 pack with different colors, and I wore the pink one on my 11-mile run, and oh my goodness, I didn't feel like I was wearing clothes. So, and this is from Real Essentials. And then it's got a little, let's see if I can, it's got a little crisscrossing pattern here in the back. Then I've got these shorts. Again, this came in a 4-pack. They've got some deep pockets on both sides. And again, I don't know the brand name. It doesn't show on the tag, so I will just leave it up in the corner for you guys. I also got these on Amazon. So soft, so buttery. And then look right there, look at my wall. Guess what? Guess what? After tomorrow, I'm gonna have their number to add to my growing little poster thing that I'm building over here. And I almost forgot to add these. I almost didn't feel like they needed to be mentioned, but just in case you're new to my channel and this is the first video you're watching of mine, these are the shoes that I'm running in. These are my Hoka ones. I got them in January. They are definitely well worn in and ready to go. These are definitely not the shoe that I will be sticking with forever in my running journey. I have decided that although Hoka's are great shoes, from the research that I have been doing, everybody is saying that Hoka's are great for trail running, but they're not really good road shoes. Headphones, going on the charger. Water, water, more water. My dinner tonight is just gonna be a simple taco salad. My stomach is upset today. I think it's just nerves. Don't wanna put salsa on this or anything like that. Just meat, cheese, lettuce, and ranch. I'm going to try to finish my Diet Dr. Pepper, which by the way, I've been trying to finish that since probably 7 o'clock this morning. It's that time. I'm doing well on time. It's only 7:05. I feel weird going to bed so early, but because I got up early, I am definitely tired, and I took my allergy pill so that when I wake up in the morning, I won't have allergy troubles. Mine's closed, so it'll keep the sun out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If I could do anything differently, starting from my plan on Saturday to today, it might have been to do a lot of my deep cleaning and stuff that I did the week before. And then this week could have all just have been about resting. A little food for thought. Tomorrow's half marathon. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it? I know there's not a lot of us, but those who watch and have been following my journey, I really appreciate you guys very much. And thank you for sticking with me.